a number of traditional fundraisers and whatnot, there's always that silent auction, and it always tends to be that will kit that you can go and actually bid for at a silent auction or whatnot. Would you say there's anything wrong with those sort of will kit sort of
would you if you had a broken leg, would you do your own surgery on your leg, George?
No, I usually go to Eric to do that.
I broke it.
To be quite frank, DIY stuff, I mean, I don't know why people get involved in do-it-yourself, because quite frankly, you don't know what you don't know. And doing wills out of, buying wills from the newsagent is always, from our point of view, always disastrous. I'm not saying that just because I make a quid out of selling wills, but the wills packages are very, very unsophisticated. Let me tell you about Peter Brock, the car racing driver. Brocky left his wife several years before his death, and was living with another lady at the time. He actually told his secretary, who a long-term personal assistant, she said to him, you should have a will. Why don't I make a booking for you with a solicitor? He said, no, bugger that. Just go down to the newsagent and buy one. So she went down. She bought a wills package. They brought it back. They filled it out. Subsequently, about 12 months later, he decided he didn't like some of the things he put in it, so he sent her off back down to the newsagent. She bought another one, brought it back, filled that one out, and then unfortunately he was killed in the road racing accident. Now, what happened next was effectively something like 6 years of litigation. His wills, during that time, both of the newsagent's wills were ruled invalid because they hadn't been completed properly, and they eventually threw back onto a will that he'd made many years earlier. That was because when you make a will, any will you've made previously ceases to have any effect. But if the later one suddenly drops away, then the older one revives. So his old will revived, and it had clauses in it that he, would have been horrified to think that that's what his last will and testament was. Had he and of course, it cost his estate hundreds of thousands of dollars in litigation. His wife and his girlfriend fought tooth and nail over his assets. Then his children got involved. A complete and utter shambles. And if that's not an example of a false economy, I've never heard it. For the sake of saving a grand or two with a solicitor, he managed to cost his estate literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I'm not a big fan of those sort of wills, I've got to say.